Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. This is my newest project I picked up. First, I'm going to kind of give you a walk around, then I'm going to show you what I've been doing and show you the restoration process starting. So this is a 1987 and this is an SR5 Turbo Extra Cab pickup. You can kind of see the remnants of the Turbo logo here and the Extra Cab right there. This is a decently rare Toyota pickup truck, being that it is a turbo. It doesn't have the solid front axle, but again, I'm not going to be rock crawling it or off-roading it. This is just going to be another daily driver that I add to the fleet of cars. Got the Mercedes, we got the Escalade, got the Camaro and the Firebird in here. So if I had one more, and I can drive one every day of the week and then pick one to drive on the weekends. This truck I got in trade for my Chevy pickup. My 1998 Chevy pickup is in really good condition, but one of my neighbors wanted it, and he does concrete work, and I wanted one of his Toyota pickups and some free concrete work, and he said okay. So we made a decent trade, and here I am stuck with another project. Now this might not look like it's all there, but it is. The bed is still at his place. I got to get that. There is a bed, and it's pretty dang good shape. It's not perfect, but it's in pretty good shape where I can do some body work on it and put the bed on. I'm going to paint the truck white like I have been. The owner that he bought it from, and I've been trying to figure this whole thing out, but that guy added this bar here to use that suspension geometry with this aftermarket setup. He put these big old humongous rear shackles on, and then he also put 3-inch body pucks underneath, which raise it up quite a dang bit. He also put these rock guards on down here. He put a big old front bumper on with a winch on it and stuff. See, we're still in primer over here. A rock guard over here as well. So the plan is all that stuff's going to get taken off and undone, and I'm going to basically, I don't need 35 or 37-inch tires, whatever the heck these are. They're freaking crazy. I'm just going to do whatever the stock setup can handle with a regular front bumper, which is 31s, I believe. The interior is also pretty dang nice. Now there's a bunch of stuff laying around everywhere, but this has the bucket seats. It has the inclinometer package in it. It has factory AC. It's the manual, of course, and it actually has a power rear window as well, which is cool. So the interior is pretty much all there. I mean, I got to clean off the seats and stuff and, clean it all out, but the interior is all there. It's in good condition. There's a crack on the dash. Of course, they always do. It happens. Door panels out on that side. I put it back on this side, but I had to take off the mirror, the side mirror and stuff, so I took the door panels off. Okay, so the story behind this Toyota pickup is my neighbor has, tons of these things, probably 10 to 15 just sitting around everywhere. And this pickup was going to get swapped with a 4.3 Chevy V6, and so he took the turbo motor out of this. It was rebuilt. It was put into a different Toyota turbo pickup. So what we had to do, I wanted this one. I didn't want the other one. This one is the SR5 and everything. I think the other one wasn't, or something like that. But the other one, the frame was crap. The frame on this one is great. So what we did was we pulled the motor out of the other Toyota turbo pickup. It's just sitting in there. We just got a big, he got a big Bobcat forklift thing, and we threw a chain on there and ripped it out. There was a scare. There was a rubber hose still hooked up, and it snapped off as we were lifting it up. And I thought that was my last day. I thought that was it for me. And but all in all, the process went really smooth. Now this comes with a manual transmission. These have the R151F transmission in them. The Toyota turbo pickups have a bigger, beefier rear end. They have the R151F manual transmissions, I believe. All of them do. And there's also, it has the turbo, of course, in the motor. It has a bigger gas tank. There's a few other things that the turbo pickups come with that the other ones don't. And I believe they were only from 86 to 87. So we got the motor out. I did a little bit of cleaning up with an air hose. The transmission wasn't sealed off all the way. It just had rag stuff down there, so I didn't want to do anything crazy. At some point I'll get under there with the pressure washer and clean that off, and you guys get to see that. And the video of us putting the motor, dropping it back in to this truck, the file got corrupted somehow. I think the battery might have died while we were recording, maybe. File got corrupted, and I don't have it, but you can just imagine it's the reverse of taking it out of that truck. Got the motor mounts bolted up, the transmission mount bolted up. Once I got the pickup home, it was pretty easy. It was right down the street. I started painting and making it look somewhat presentable. I didn't want to look like a total crap box just sitting out in my driveway as an eyesore for everybody. So I wanted to make it a little bit decent looking, so it was not a for super long an eyesore. It still kind of is, but it's getting better looking. So my first project was sanding everything down. I started with like a 60 grit or an 80 grit. And I've actually found this sandpaper on Amazon. It's like this blue diamond shaped sandpaper. It's got a diamond pattern in it or something. This stuff was super impressive. I went over like the whole truck with this like 60 grit or 80 grit sheet. It was sanding like crazy for a long time. That one little 6-inch sanding pad put in some serious work. So I don't know if they're all like that, but this brand, I'll link this brand down below. I would assume it's when you're trying to find sandpaper on Amazon, a lot of times it's like it's not the best quality, and like 3M is obviously great. This stuff lasted as long or longer than the 3M stuff I have. I was very, very surprised by it, so maybe check it out. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I'll put a link down in the description for it. So this is going to be a whole nother project series on the channel. I'm going to be doing videos on the suspension stuff. I bought one of those flush mount rear upper shock mounts. Whatever the guy before him did to the suspension, he did like a total custom job on it. So I'm just going to keep the suspension geometry for the shocks and the rear. I think that's going to be easier than me trying to relocate everything and figure out where everything goes. I'm going to do that, but with a flush mount so that the truck bed will still sit on it. I then have to figure out what these rear leaf springs are, what shackles I need to get this back down to like a normal ride height. Again, I want to put like maybe 31s or something on there, nothing like crazy. Like I think these are 35s or 37s. They're monstrous. I have to take the pucks off. I have to take all the rock guards and stuff off. Then I'll be doing some body work on the bed, putting the fuel system in, stuff like that, getting it running. You can see it running. So if you're into Toyota stuff, subscribe to the channel. I do just general reviews of stuff, and then I do car projects on this channel as well. But this is the newest project of the channel, so if you're into old Toyota pickups, maybe check it out. You might find some useful information here. Also, if you know more about these rear suspensions than I do, please help me out. I'll show you a shot here of the rear, the leaf springs. I don't know what leaf springs they use. They don't look like stock. From what I understand, the stock ones are almost flat. Like they have very little curve to them. The shackles he put on are obviously like, I mean, they're like 6.5 inches bolt to bolt. They're huge. So I'm hoping with this project, me putting this video out there, we'll also be able to let people see it. Maybe you can help me out as well. I'm kind of at the tip of the iceberg of Toyota knowledge. I know there's so much that I just don't know, but I'm always open to learn, and I'm always ready to admit when I don't know something and ask for help. So if you can help me out, please help me out. And again, guys, I appreciate you watching. Hit the like button if you liked the video, if it helped you out at all, or if you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, or if you can help me out with this rear suspension stuff, leave me a comment as well. And then subscribe to the channel again if you're into this kind of Toyota pickup stuff. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks. Bye.